He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha, and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him, and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Meenakshi Mishra.
सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ शिवं शिवकरं शान्तं शिवात्मनं शिवोत्तमं शिवपादप्रणितार्थं प्रणमामि सदाशिवम्। प्रणमामि सदाशिवम्। प्रणमामि सदाशिवम्। प्रणमामि सदाशिवम्। प्रणमामि सदाशिवम्। अहम ब्रह्मास्मि। Good morning, everyone, and good evening to the people from the other part of this world. So here we are with a very typical satsang today. Very few even talk about that. But anyways, we have decided to do it. So if you have decided to do it, let's go through that, understand, realize all that it has to unfold. This is going to be another very, very typical kind of satsang today. You will find that it to be more of a meditation rather than a satsang. Because whatever I'm going to talk whatever I'm going to discuss, making a graphical portray of that would be a Herculean task. However, whatever I'm going to speak, I will do my part, and I believe like you people, by listening to that, you will not only just get a glimpse of it, but you will part of that entire journey. So that's how this session is going to be. It might be short, it might be long, I don't know. Whatever comes. But today, if you ever thought that you can imagine, if you ever thought that you can see things with closed eyes, this is the day, I believe. Because from now till the time I end this session, there would be series of stories. And those series of stories will be somewhere you will see yourself, somewhere you will see some other people out there. Somewhere you will connect to the ultimate divine, and somewhere you will just connect to your own self. So we don't put any rules to this. We will go along and let's see what it has to unfold in front of us. But at the end, we will come to a profound understanding like what this story was all about. So a series of stories. So you have to be a great listener today. And you just have to go through it. And anyways, I will guide you what to do. And so as we begin this, I'll start with first story of the day. The first story might look like a story of a childhood. But as Radha Ashtami was there just yesterday, and some people celebrated it a day ahead also, but that's how it is going on. Every festival is falling on 2 days. So I think gods are too happy with us. He said, okay, not one day, 2 days you can make the puja. So as it was there, so I thought of like when the entire world is busy praising Radha on her birthday and whatever, incarnation day, I thought let's talk about something that she was bound at a time and how she came out of it. Because I believe like birthdays are not just a day to remember when you took birth, but birthdays are a day where you should be thinking about your liberation from birth. It should be a reminder year after year that I have taken birth and these many years I have celebrated it. But this time, let me achieve the ultimate. So when talking about that, we have Sarojini and it's her birthday today. So if you want, you can wish her a birthday wish. And thereafter, we will begin with the story of Maan Bhanjan of Radha. Now, many people have many typical understanding about Maan Bhanjan. So, okay, so messages are flooded with that. So how many of you really understand what Maan Bhanjan is? Okay, so Aditi says no, she does not. Good place to start. And many people have went on to Google to search what Maan Bhanjan is. And then some people thought like, oh, Maan Bhanjan means man ko tod dena hoga. So Rene does not know anyways. Now I'll tell you from where all this story came from. I unfortunately did not find the song because it was a personal song written by someone. Like in my childhood, I used to sing a song where Radha got angry and Krishna was trying to recover her back through songs and all those. I used to sing it a lot. But unfortunately for you people, I don't have that song right now with me, or else I would have. But why not create one? That's what I believe in. So Maan Bhanjan is Maan or Abhiman. You know the word Abhiman, right? What is Abhiman? It's kind of proudishness or ego, whatever you can. So that word man also comes from the same root. वो भी उसी स्तर से आता है. अभिमान, मान. मान भंजन का मतलब ये होता है कि राधा को जब अभिमान हो गया था, when she was on that trip, how Krishna helped her to come out of that. कैसे वो उधर से निकल के आई. So you see, ego and Maya, when combined together, are a deadly combination. Now, all this story should not be looked at with a logical mind. All this story should be understood from a perspective of realizing that how beautifully these stories have been carved to bring us out of such kind of situations. हम भी संसार में चलते चलते कभी कभी इवन हमको पता भी नहीं चलता और हम एक ईगो ड्राइव पे चले जाते हैं. और जब वो ईगो ड्राइव पे चले जाते हैं, वी फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग. हमको पता भी नहीं चलता ये कब हो जाता है. सो उसी तरीके से ऐसे कहानियों को रचना में लाया गया जहां पे आप एक सीख प्राप्त कर सको. You come to realize that. And along with that, today we'll be decoding certain things in the form of जितने कृष्ण के ऊपर लांछन लगे, means all the things that was put on Krishna, like चोर है, तू मायावी है, तू छल करता है, तू कपटी है, and all those things that are ever been told about Krishna. So I would like you all people to help me with the words that what all you have heard about Krishna or what all you felt about Krishna. So if you give all those words, we will decode that. और जब ये सारे शब्दों का जो इस्तेमाल किया गया है कृष्ण के बारे में, जब वो सारे सवालों का उत्तर जब आएगा ना, you will be so amazed by just listening to that. And you will love that. Because that would be actually the point where you will realize certain things. तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि like this is going to be a marathon of stories and कहानी शुरू करते हैं, क्योंकि राधाष्टमी थी तो राधा के जन्म की कहानी शुरू करते हैं. हालांकि आभा जी इससे अच्छा कहानी सुना सकते हैं राधा के बारे में, लेकिन हम इसको एक संक्षिप्त में, इन ए वेरी शॉर्ट फॉर्म, आई जस्ट टेल यू not about just how Radha came into this world, because unko nobody knows from where she took birth. क्योंकि जो राजा वृषभानु थे, so Raja Vrishabhanu, one morning, that the day was Bhadrapad Ashtami Tithi, Shukla Paksh, and Vrishabhanu went for a bath, and it was a beautiful space and na sundarta se bhara hua tha. And when he was about to take a bath, what he sees is a golden lotus. एक स्वर्ण रंग का एक lotus दिखा. And he says, it looks so divine. ये कुछ अलग ही है. So when he goes near it, what he finds is that small little girl sleeping on that lotus. And the moment he sees her, it's like an instant connection to her. He looks around like if anyone is there, like कोई है तो अगर उनके बच्चा यहाँ है, like it's this kid is there, so someone must be around. But no one was there. And for a long time, he has also been praying to God for a child. And then when he sees that, he carries her along with him to his house. She was so beautiful, so adoring, itna sundar thi, but the only thing was her eyes were closed. Uski aankhein band. When her eyes are closed, so everybody is looking at her like with such, wow, such a beauty. The mother is looking out to such a beauty, but she's not opening her eyes. So everybody thought, is she blind or she has some issues with her eyes? Because she's not opening her eyes. So they tried many tricks and tips. नानी माँ के नुस्खे शायद कोशिश किए होंगे, but nothing worked. कुछ काम में नहीं आया. And then it said like Narad Muni appeared. And he said, Vishwan, why don't you arrange a feast where everybody is invited, including everyone around your village, including Nandaraja. And you see, like, twist, मतलब जन्माष्टमी के एग्जैक्ट 15 दिन के बाद राधाष्टमी आता है, एग्जैक्ट 15 days. So when Narad said, so Vishwanu said, well, let's do it, but yet the girl is not opening the eyes. And then finally everything was arranged, and even Nandlala came along with, Nand came along with his Lala, that's small little Krishna. And the very moment actually Krishna was brought in front, then Radha opened her eyes. And the first thing she saw was Krishna. That itself speaks a lot about the connection that there must have been. Now, throughout this day, as I said, it is not going to be more of a satsang, but it's going to be more of a meditation in every word that I am going to speak from here on. You just connect with it. आप उसके साथ जुड़ जाएं. You just, if you want to see the drama with your open eyes, you can do that. You want to close your eyes and experience that, you can do that. It's absolutely your choice. आपके ऊपर है वो. Now, it is said like Radha was so obsessed with the name Krishna. You know what? मुझे कहीं-कहीं लगता है कि the meaning of Radha should be the one who is always enchanted with Krishna. The one who is always, see, from childhood, there are 3 particular incidents that I still remember in a song that I used to sing. In that song, it came this way. It says like, one day Radha was a small little girl and somebody said the name Krishna. And that very moment, Radha said, wow, what a beautiful name. Kitna sundar naam hai, Krishna. Such a beautiful name, I'm just falling in love with that name itself. देख रहे हो, Radha means instant connection with Krishna. And Krishna means all attractive. So in the first instance, Radha heard the name the first one day and she said, wow, what a beautiful name. And the other day she was passing by somewhere and Krishna was sitting and playing his flute. And he says, wow, what a beautiful flute sound it is. How beautiful the cowherd boy must be. Instant attraction. Then the third day when one of her friends, she drew a picture of Krishna and she showed it to Radha. Radha said, wow, what a beautiful boy he is. Such an amazing creativity. What a beautiful boy. Then Radha is thinking, am I gone mad or what? For the past 3 days, I'm thinking about 3 different boys. One name is beautiful. The other plays the song beautifully. The third picture is beautiful of that. Then her friend says, no, these are all one person only. Then Radha says, wow, that's so beautiful. So these are all I don't think like these are reality stories. These are all वो कहते हैं ना भाव रस लीला. So all these things come from that, because राधा और कृष्ण की कहानी आप कोई भी लॉजिकल वे से नहीं समझ सकते. वो आपके लॉजिक के पल्ले ही नहीं पड़ेगा. लाइक इफ यू पुट ऑल द लॉजिक ऑफ द वर्ल्ड वन साइड एंड द स्टोरी ऑफ राधा एंड कृष्ण वन अदर साइड, नथिंग एक्चुअली कम्स टू द सेम वे. So ये सब भाव हो सकते हैं. All that, and the best part is the way they have come is you can tell any story about them now. So coming to another story, this you can start imagining or exploring in your mind's eye. So this is a time when one of the stories where Radha gets angry with Krishna and what Krishna does. Okay, राधा गुस्सा हो जाती है और कृष्ण क्या करते हैं. So one fine day when Radha comes into the Kadamba Bana, okay, that wherever they used to meet, what she finds is Krishna sitting closely with Lalita and speaking to her. ललिता के पास बैठे हैं और बात कर रहे हैं. And Radha goes around and round, but Krishna never sees her. You see, you also do the same thing, ना. कभी अगर किसी के बात करना है, आप क्या करते हो, उसके चारों तरफ घेरा लगाना शुरू कर देते हो. उसके सामने have you seen me, have you seen me, can't you see me, can't you see me kind of stuff. मैं नहीं दिखाई दिया क्या. And you remember, like I used to tell, like the one fine day when you have bought a new shoe or a new sandal, but no one notices that. Then how do? You just go and just do like you do some moonwalk on that day so that people notice your feet. And then still people don't notice your feet. Then what do? Then suddenly, have you noticed my new shoe? तो मजा आता है सबको, नहीं? Because you see, somewhere or other, there is a word that is called is like appreciation. We all seek that. How hard a work that you must have done, but you didn't got anything throughout the day, but just somebody comes and pats your shoulder and says, wow, beautifully done. Good work. And the entire work of the day's hard work is gone somewhere and you say, wow. Right? So Radha, as she is like, she is just rotating around, but Krishna is not looking. And Radha today is in rage. What happened to him? Is she looking so more beautiful than me? ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? ठीक है. So I will also show him who I am. मैं भी दिखाती हूँ कि मैं कौन हूँ. And then Radha moves out from that place. The very moment Radha turns and starts walking, Krishna calls, Radha. And you see, you have been rotating around someone and they are not looking at you, but the moment you walk away, they call you, your anger gets amplified. आपका गुस्सा बढ़ जाता है, कम नहीं होता है, बढ़ जाता है. Now, because you say, अच्छा, because now in the mind it is going, मैं तुझे बताने वाली हूँ, I will show you who I am, and that very moment you calling me, now I will show you who I am exactly. Haven't we seen in our homes when there is a fight? होता है, सबके घर में होता है, कोई साधु नहीं है इतना. So when that fight happens, someone just listens, and after that you should see their acting. They start a conversation without any plot, kuch bhi. And when they bring a story without any plot, you should see the other person what they are doing, because I am a live witness, so I am telling that, because when I see Maan and Simi together, these two fellows, the day she is angry with her, he will run away, and the very next moment he'll come. आप कुछ बोल रहे थे मुझे? नहीं, कुछ नहीं बोला आपको. Nothing has been told yet. नहीं, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे शायद. And you see, if somebody is saying that to you, what do you feel? You say, Acha. So similarly, Radha said, Radha did not, as if she is not hearing. Krishna says, Radha, Radha. You know that way you do that kind of thing? And she starts going off. तो चली जाती है वहां से आगे आगे राधा पीछे पीछे कृष्ण मुझे तो लगता है जैसे नूतन जी आगे आगे चल रहे शायद कृष्ण पीछे भाग रहा है रनिंग टुवर्ड्स दैट बट राधा इज इन फुल पेस कृष्ण गोज एंड कैच होल्ड ऑफ हैंड ऑफ राधा राधा से गो अवे wherever you are go there तुम जहां पे थे वही जाओ नो वर्क विथ मी टुडे यू गो देयर मैं बताती हूं मैं कौन हूं Now, Krishna realized that Radha is angry. Rather, I would say he was acting as if he came to realize that Radha was angry. कि अगर ये इनको गुस्सा नहीं दिलाना था, चिढ़ाना नहीं था, तो ये सब क्यों कर रहा था वो? So Radha, with a lot of anger, she goes away. And Krishna tries all the things, tricks and but tricks, nothing was working for him. Then finally Krishna said, okay, so let me do another Leela. Krishna stopped by and decorated himself as a girl. अपने आप को एक लड़की की तरह सजा देता है लड़की की तरह सजा देता है like he puts on and wears a sadhvi kind of robe जो साधना करते हैं ना like something called like this ochre color or something like a yellowish color orange color dress he wears that ties his hair puts flowers on that does a good makeup earrings and all of a sudden looks like a girl. And in that song, it is mentioned the moment Krishna decorated himself as a girl, he was looking like a million ratis will fall in front of him. Who is Rati? Rati is the wife of Kamadev, means she is the most beautiful female in this realm. And he says a million ratis would fall in front of the way Krishna was looking because he, in Gita, it is said he's the man, like Purush, jise कहते हो ना, like the man means ultimate. And he decorated himself as a girl. वो अपने आप को नारी की तरह सजा देते हैं. And what he does is, he knows that there is one particular place, a pond, where Radha would go when she is angry or alone. उसे जब गुस्सा आता है या वो क्रोधित हो जाती है तो एक स्थान है जहां पे वो जाके बैठ जाती है चुपचाप. And before Radha comes, Krishna went and sat there. Face down, पल्लू सर के ऊपर. And just sitting there looking into the pond. And what is the quality of Radha? Instant attraction towards Krishna, right? Without any prerequisite stories. So जैसे ही राधा वहां पे आती है, when Radha comes and from a far off place, she looks like somebody sitting there. Instant attraction. She does not know why. She feels so good, like, oh wow, who is sitting there? I should see her. Like that instant connection is there. She says, I should see her. Like why I'm feeling like that pull towards it? Why that attraction towards that? Who is that? Then Radha goes and stands just behind him and asks, who are you? And from which village are you? I have never seen you here, but because she's not saying I'm all attracted towards you, just asking. And Krishna is not lifting his face because he was worried, like if I lift my face and they could realize that it is me, then game over. He did not say anything, just quietly started sitting and saying, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Radha says, but who are you exactly? Your voice is so amazing. I don't know, I have not seen your face yet, but where have you come from? You are divine. And Krishna just smirks and said, And she asks, Radha asks, which village are you from? What's your name? Who's your husband? तुम्हारे पति कौन है? अब जगतपति से पूछा जा रहा है कि तुम्हारे पति कौन है? And in that very moment, Krishna has to answer, right? But what would he answer? Because if he says that I'm from this village or that village, somebody will catch hold of him, because all the friends of Radha are scattered all around the villages. So कोई ना कोई पहचान जाएगा कि ये तो हमारे गांव की नहीं है. So she is not from our village. So now Krishna is thinking what to say. And that very moment Krishna says, oh, I am a divine from the divine space. Is he saying wrong? He says, I'm not from this realm. I am a divine from the divine space, and I am unmarried. I am unmarried. मेरी शादी नहीं हुई. Then Radha says, but even without looking at you, I'm so attracted and you are so amazing. Why didn't you get married? And Krishna says, विरक्ति आ गई संसार को देख के. By looking at all the relationship of people, I just got fed up with this and I decided that I'll not get married. Radha says this is the person actually who has realized how to stay away from even getting into all those things. And that very moment, Radha says, can you tell me why exactly what happened? And Krishna, still with half pallu on, putting in its mouth, looking towards her. And the moment Radha saw his eyes, he was more, wow. Now you tell me what exactly it is. You are so beautiful. Why are you not getting married? He says, no, this is all drama. You see, today you are happy with somebody. If you sit with somebody else, tomorrow they are unhappy. Whose story is telling? He's telling Radha her story only, but narrated it in such a beautiful manner, very, very articulative, right? उसके जैसा words के साथ खेलना किसी को नहीं आता है. So articulative. And saying, this is what you see, you love somebody so much, you are deep into that, and suddenly they break up, and suddenly they go away, and suddenly this happens. So by looking at all this, I said, why to have a heartache? ये दिल की बीमारी क्यों? उससे बेहतर है शादी नहीं करो, भगवान का नाम जपते रहो. And Radha thinks, oh, she is talking right, because अपना आपका story जब कहा जाता है तो आपको सब right लगने लगता है. When somebody tells your story, you also says yes. Why? Because instant connection. You are able to relate to that story. And Radha says, yes, I also want to break up with Krishna now. And that's, you are the right person. And Radha man hi man kya soch rahi ki I should take her as my guru now. Because she has already traveled that path, it seems, and she has come out of that. So that means this is the person who can show me the right way. राधा मन ही मन सोच रहे कि इसको अगर मैं गुरु बना दूं तो ये मुझे कुछ सिखा सकता है. And that very moment Radha says, can you please come to our home? कृष्ण है, कहते हैं मैं गृहस्थ के घर में नहीं जाता. I don't go to the householder's home. Radha now starts pleading and says, please come. Why so? Please come for my sake. I know you must not be going to householders, but please come. There is no one anyways. So I just want to do some seva for you. If you can please come. And Krishna says, okay, chalo. For your sake only. And Krishna walks, and just think Krishna walking in a attire like a girl, and his, that, what do you call that, trinklets in the feet, and they are making sound, and he is walking through along with Radha to her home. Like that sound itself was mesmerizing. Radha was not walking, Radha was floating. Radha was just like that, sounds of that bangles, the sounds of that trinklets were so amazing. Radha was in ecstatic outburst kind of thing, like she's just going. And by the time she reaches the home, Krishna is still holding the cloth half on his teeth. पहले पकड़ के रखते थे ना, आप जानते हो ना, जब पल्लू लेते थे तो ऐसे साइड में पकड़ के रखते थे, जस्ट होल्डिंग लाइक दैट, and goes and Radha puts a seat and says, Guruji, please बैठिए. So he just, okay, sits there and ये राधा आरती करती है, राधा तिलक करती है. Why are you doing all these things? I want to have you as my guru. And Krishna says, for sure. He says, yes, yes, I have decided. And then Krishna says, then there is one rule. If you want to be my student, there is only one rule. He says, what's the rule? Whatever you say, I'm ready to do. I said, you will not go away from your word, right? Radha says, no, 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 no. If I've said means I will be staying back. And that moment Krishna says, in some time go near that pond and there will come a blue colored boy with a peacock feather in his head. Go and say that you are sorry. Ask for forgiveness that you were angry. Now, by listening to all this, Radha started having a doubt. बोला ये कौन है exactly? Why he wants me to go there? I want him as a guru so that I can come out of that. Now she says like, I have to go there and ask for forgiveness. I am sorry. I will never do that. Please forgive me. Who is this? Radha pulls the pallu. And what do you see? Krishna smiling inside that. And Radha just pulls him and says, get out of this place. You do all this drama here again. And you want me to, you appeared in such a way, tu dhongi hai, tu kapti hai, and all the words that you could ever use against someone. And Krishna laughingly he says, what to do, Radha? I have to do all these things only for you. I cannot stop myself without doing all these things because I cannot see you angry. Radha tries to hide her anger. Hide her smile, because now the anger has vanished by looking at all this drama. The first and foremost thing is that Krishna was ready to decorate himself as a girl for her. By thinking that she is laughing within but acting as if she is still angry. And then finally, युद्ध खत्म होता है. And so after a few days of this plot, something typical happens. We have heard so many times that Krishna going behind Radha and trying to allure her and to help her out, like उनके लिए गाना गाना, बांसुरी बजाना, नाचना, ये सब कुछ किए हैं ना राधा को मनाने के लिए. राधा बार बार गुस्सा हो जाती, कृष्ण उसे बार बार मनाते. ऐसे बहुत सारे you will find lot many songs and stories and many. अगर आप शायद बरसाने में जाओगे तो वहां पे तो भरे पड़े हैं. A few days later, one fine day when Radha was there, she saw Krishna closed eyes and just playing the flute. And now Radha is thinking by looking at Krishna, how many times he has come behind me. कितने बार मेरे पीछे भागा है. How many times he has played the flute for me. कितने बार मेरे लिए बांसुरी बजाया है. How many times he has tried his best to make me happy. How many times he has tried drama and all those things to make sure I am happy. I think I have won over him. मुझे लगता है मैंने उसे जीत लिया है. I have won over him. जो सारे जग को जीत लेता है, मैंने उसे जीत लिया है. You see that word that we call as abhiman, maan, or ego. These stories, as I said, are told in such a beautiful way so that you can correlate with that. At times when we become close to someone, we also feel like we have won over them. राधा को इस हद तक लगने लगा, she thought, like Radha thought, that she has reached to a place where Krishna has become his das, a slave to him. Because Krishna is always running behind him. There are so many gopis, but Radha is Radha. So Radha was thinking like, Krishna has now become a slave to me. And that way Radha was smiling within, and that very moment Krishna stopped playing the flute and looked towards Radha. And just by looking at it, Krishna understood what was going on. And then Krishna thought, it's time to break the ego. Because if that ego is not broken, even the spiritual unfolding is very difficult. And many a times, even we unknowingly, might be when things starts happening for us, or मेरे बोलने से कुछ हो जा रहा है, means आपको वाक सिद्धि आ गई, or some kind of siddhi you get. We have seen so many people in this world, those who get lost in this power game. They just get one thing done and they just said, हो गया, मेरा तो हो गया. And this is where the ego trip starts. Then you forget the source, and then you get lost in the world again. And that very moment, you should be like lucky enough that you have somebody in your life who can guide you, or who should be able to break that for you. कोई आपके लिए तोड़ सके ऐसा कोई होना आपके जीवन में बहुत बड़ी बात होती है. Because there are people, those who will go throughout their lives even without knowing their ego trip. See, having ego is not a wrong thing. Without ego, you cannot survive, I can say. But hyper ego is a very difficult thing. So Krishna, by looking at Radha, he realized that she is on that trip. And now I have to break that. So in order to do that, Krishna again thought of a plot. Plot master, right? So what he did is, one fine day, Radha gave a message to Krishna, saying that today evening, I will meet you near that pond. The message was passed to Krishna. And Krishna said, okay. And now you have to imagine what must have happened. Radha, throughout the day, she spent her time decorating herself, getting ready. The best of the clothes, the best of the flowers, the best of the jewelry, the best of the scent, the best of the things that she could do. She was preparing herself because she realized that Krishna has become a slave to him, but she wanted to become like a goddess in front of her today. He said, I am going to decorate myself so well that just by looking at me, you will fall at my feet. And Radha took all the day, half of the day to get herself ready. अपने आप को तैयार करने में आधा दिन लगा देती है. And in the evening when she reaches, as always, she was expecting Krishna to be there already. But this day, there was no Krishna, no sign of Krishna. राधा पहुंच जाती हैं और देखती हैं कि कृष्ण है ही नहीं. She thought might be today he must have gotten late. But again within herself she is thinking, कैसे late आ सकता है? How can he be late? When I have given the time, how he can be late? Can we all relate to this somewhere, somehow? Because at times, it's not only just one kind of relationship I'm talking about. In a many relationships, we also come into that pitfall. Where we have that kind of expectation, we think like somebody is indebted to us. And they should always oblige that. वो हमेशा हमारे सामने हाथ जोड़ के खड़े रहे. ऐसा होता है क्या? बट एट टाइम्स वी गेट दैट, अरे मैंने उसके लिए इतना कुछ किया, व्हाई ही इज नॉट लाइक दैट। वी थिंक लाइक हम जब भी उसके सामने जाएंगे वो हाथ जोड़ के हमारे पैर पे गिरना चाहिए। एट टाइम्स वी गो ऑन टू दैट राइड। और अगर सामने अगर हम पहुंच गए और वो लेट से आता है तो हमको लगता है अरे समय की कदर ही नहीं है। लेकिन अगर हम लेट हो जाते हैं तो कहते हैं 2 ही मिनट तो लेट हुआ है। कैन यू सी दैट? सो राधा सेज कैसे नहीं आ सकता? ओके, शी इज गिविंग हर सेल्फ कॉन्सोलेशन दैट ओके ही मस्ट हैव गेट गॉटन स्टक समवेयर, ही मस्ट बी कमिंग, आता ही होगा, कहाँ जाएगा, आना ही है उसे। She waits there for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, no Krishna, no sign of Krishna. It is getting darker. All the beautiful things that is all around, the beautiful flowers, that pond, the lotuses, the chirping of birds, the beautiful weather, nothing has the charm without Krishna. Radha just sitting there waiting, and also the anger growing, the ego, the anger. And she was sitting and still thinking. And every noise or a sound that happens, she thinks like Krishna appeared. Krishna came, but no Krishna on that day. She was so angry with herself that there was no one she could hit. She started crying. आपको कभी कभी इतना गुस्सा आता है कि आप रोते हो, because in that moment you feel helpless, because you thought like ये तो कभी ऐसा नहीं करेगा, he will come, if he has said he will come, but he never showed up. Now you are so angry within, but there is no one you can speak of. What do? You cry. And when she was crying, you see, at times crying is a wonderful thing. It lightens your heart. कभी कभी आंसू हृदय को भारी कर देते हैं, कभी कभी आंसू हृदय को हल्का कर देते हैं. And this day was the day where the tears slowly was calming her down. उसको धीरे धीरे उसके रोष को कम करते जा रहा था. And in that moment she started thinking, what am I thinking about myself? मैं अपने बारे में क्या सोच रही हूँ कि मैं ये सोचने लगी कि कृष्ण मेरे दास बन चुके हैं. That Krishna has become my slave. How can I even think that? You see, at times moment of realizations appear. Out of nowhere, a thought will appear and you just calm down. Your anger vanishes. Have you experienced that or not? आप अचानक से बहुत गुस्से में हो and then a single thought comes and you realize that what is this foolishness? Why am I angry? कोई कारण नहीं है, मैं गुस्सा किस लिए हूं? और तब आप देखना आपका गुस्सा शांत हो जाता है. और ये वही हुआ राधा के साथ. एक विचार आता है और कहता है कि मैं कौन हूं? उसके पीछे तो पूरी दुनिया पागल है. द एंटायर वर्ल्ड रन्स बिहाइंड हिम. वो क्यों भला मेरे दास बनेंगे? वो भला क्यों? Why he would become a slave to me? I am so mad that I forgot, and even I told Krishna about that. And now she realized one incident that happened just a day ago. And when she was recalling that, she saw that Krishna was sitting and Krishna suddenly started smiling. And then Radha asked, why are you smiling? And Krishna in that moment said, look, Radha, how the entire world loves me, how the entire world is always behind me. I am the Lord of all. And then Radha also started smiling. Krishna asked, why are you smiling? Then Radha said, you see, the entire world bows down to you and you bow down to me. You see, at that very moment, Krishna smiles and says, yeah, why not? You are so beautiful, so gorgeous, so amazing. So yeah, the entire world would bow down to you. Why only me? And now Radha sitting there alone, she is thinking about all this. And she's thinking like, how can I even go and tell this to him in front of him? Let alone thinking like that. मैंने उसके सामने ये कह भी दिया कि वो मेरे दास है, कि पूरा जग तुम्हारा दास है, तुम जग के पति हो, बट यू गो डाउन टू मी, यू रन बिहाइंड मी, तुम मेरे पीछे भागता है. Now Radha sitting there still waiting for Krishna, but no sign of Krishna. And Radha starts crying loudly. जोर जोर से विलाप करने लगती है. And that very moment she feels as if somebody's hand is her on her hair, caressing it. She turns, but there is no one. She feels the touch of Krishna, but there is no one. It feels like wherever she is turning, there is no one, but she is feeling as if somebody is standing behind her. And there is no one else but Krishna. And now with that remorse in her heart, she says, if Krishna comes right now in front of me, I would fall at feet and ask for forgiveness. And then suddenly Radha turns, and what he sees is Krishna and everyone around there, and Ras Leela going on. Krishna क्या रास चल रहा है और राधा यहाँ खड़े होके देख रही है. For a moment, she saws, like she rubs her eyes and she says, oh, this must be illusion, because there is no one. But when she sees that, the ras is going on. Then Radha, in her pain, she says, oh, Krishna, what are you doing? That very moment, everything vanished. And all that she could see is all Krishna. Everywhere. Wherever she is looking at, all that she sees is Krishna, 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 Krishna. In every flower, in every leaf, in every speck of sand in the sky, even in the sounds, in all her vision, whatever she feels is all Krishna. And suddenly she looks at herself. And when she's looking at herself, she sees her skin color to be the color of Krishna. She says, what is this? Oh, Krishna, if you are here, come back to your original form of the human that you have appeared as. जैसे कृष्ण जब अपना विराट स्वरूप अर्जुन को दिखाए थे ना, एक क्षण के बाद अर्जुन डर गया और कहता है, हे पार्थ, तुम अपने सत्य जैसे एक मनुष्य के शरीर में थे, जैसे मेरे एक मित्र बन के थे, उस स्वरूप में आ जाओ, मैं ये स्वरूप को सहन नहीं कर पा रहा हूं. And Radha said that to Krishna, please come back to your same form. But nothing was happening, but Radha just looking at herself that she has become the Krishna, she just sits down there with closed eyes. आंखें बंद कर वहीं बैठ जाती है. And even without her knowledge, the night passes by. And the very next moment when she opens her eyes, what she finds is Krishna sleeping in her lap, as if he has been sleeping for a long time. बहुत देर से सो रहे. And when Radha sees him, she says, ये कहाँ से आ गए? From where did he come from? And it is already nearing morning. सुबह होने को है. She did not want to disturb Krishna, but Krishna, again and acting, rubs his eyes as if he's waking up from sleep and says, Radha, is it day already? Is it the morning time? Radha pushes her away and says, you know all the drama. You are a thief, you are this, you are that. What are the words that we use for Krishna? तू छलिया है, तू चोर है, तू ड्रामा करता है, तू माया करता है, तू छल देता है सबको, like you play games with people and all those things. Krishna said, why are you saying like this today early in the morning? He says, that's what you are. You see, at times you are regretting what you did, and in that moment also that little bit of ego is left out, that little bit of anger is left out, and it wants to go away, but the only thing it can go away is by speaking. आपके बोल देने से वो खत्म हो जाएगा। एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी ऑल डू। लास्ट में आप कहते हैं ना, हाँ सब ठीक है लेकिन तूने ऐसा किया मेरे साथ। हैव यू सीन किड्स फाइटिंग? हम भी वैसे ही करते हैं। हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारा गुस्सा चला गया है, हमारा ईगो जा चुका है, वो the fight for which we were fighting that has resided, but in that last moment we said the last moment should be mine, तेरे वजह से ऐसा हुआ था, जानता है? We do that and we sign off. It was not me, it was you. अगर वो सुन लेता है, ड्रामा खत्म। अगर उसने फिर पकड़ लिया, फिर ड्रामा शुरू। Yes or yes? At that very moment Radha pushes Krishna and says, you are doing all these things, why do you do that? And you see, at times you fight to make the other person right. You're not fighting that you are right. Just to make that other person right, you are fighting. It happens. जिसे हम बेहद प्रेम करते हो ना, उनको सही दिखाने के लिए आप अपने आप से लड़ लेते हो. You fight even with your own self, let alone the world. आप अपने आप से लड़ लेते हो. And in that moment, Krishna says, yes, yes, whatever you are saying is true. Now, what all you have to say about me? He says, तू छलता है, means you create illusion. He said, absolutely, I do that. But I do that illusion for those who have not surrendered to me. मैं छल उनके साथ करता हूं जो मेरे साथ छल करते हैं. राधा कहते तू चोरी करता है. बोला मैं उनके घर चोरी करता हूं जो मुझे प्रेम से बुलाते हैं. I become a thief for them, those who call from their heart that you should come and steal from my home. कहते तू माया में डुबा देता है. बोला कि मैं माया में उन्हें डुबाता हूं जो माया में खेलना चाहते हैं. I just allow them to play in Maya because they are happy in playing in that game. So I just allow them to be whatever they are. तुम धोखा देते हो. कृष्ण कहता है धोखा मैं उन्हें देता हूं जो मुझे धोखा देते हैं. तुम अपना रियलिटी मीन्स यू हाइड योर ओन रियलिटी. तू अपना सत्य स्वरूप छुपा लेता है. कृष्ण कहते हैं मैं अपना सत्य स्वरूप उनसे छुपा लेता हूं जो अपने से छिपे हुए हैं. I hide my true form in front of those who hide their true forms, those who don't realize. तू चित चोर है, you steal hearts. He said, I steal hearts for those who are ready to give it. जो उसे देने को तैयार है. And all the words that have ever been spoken about Krishna, all the words, Krishna said, I just do it because the way you want it. I play games with them, those who want to play games. I give logic to them, those who are logical. I play like a kid with them, those who are kids. I am the purest for the purest of the heart and the killer who are not pure yet. I just become what you are. So don't blame me because the names that you give me are the names that you have earned. The names that you have become. मैं तो बस तुम्हारे सामने वही बन के आ जाता हूं जो तुम हो. Whatever you are, I just become that in front of you. अगर तू भक्त है तो मैं भगवान. अगर तू सखा है तो मैं तेरा मित्र. अगर तू शिष्य है तो मैं तेरा गुरु. और अगर तू गुरु है तो मैं तेरा शिष्य. तू राधा है तो मैं तेरा कृष्ण. और तू अगर कृष्ण है तो मैं तेरी राधा. So when We listen to this beautiful ways of story when Krishna narrated all this. Radha was just like, it is so true. It was all my doing, and you were just acting as per my wish. I wanted to experience this and you did that. I wanted to experience that, you did this. Everything that you were doing was a realization. Now, in this moment, whatever has happened in your life, if you look at all those things, and if you have ever complained, मेरे साथ ये क्यों हुआ है? Why this happened to me? Now just close your eyes for a moment. आंखें कुछ क्षण के लिए बंद करें. And when you have closed your eyes and you see that, just imagine, na? You are good at imagination. Just imagine Krishna is sleeping in your lap and you are telling him why this has happened in your life. ये मेरे जीवन में क्यों हुआ? Just look at his face. उसके चेहरे को देखो and he is smiling and he will answer you why this happened in your life. And the answer would be very simple. I just became whatever you wanted to experience. मैं तो बस वही बन जाता हूँ. I just become that. All the names that we have called him, all the blames that we have put on, उसके ऊपर जितने सारे लांछन लगा रखे हैं, on life, on God. Just look at that. A single simple thing not happening and we complain that it didn't happen. But we could not see all that was happening. We are so lost in our pain that we forget the gains. So might be take a moment to seek forgiveness. You can replace Krishna with anyone that you like. And does not take much time. Nobody knows whom you are seeking forgiveness from. But just seek forgiveness, and this moment, you just become free of that. Free of the bondage that you have been staying for a long time. If you don't have anything to be asking forgiveness for, then thanks. Then ask thanks for him. If there is nothing to be asking for forgiveness, just thank him. Thank you for giving me this wonderful life, this beautiful opportunity where I don't have regrets. I don't have to say anything to you. I just am happy the way you created me. Thank you just for being there always. Thank you for every little act that you do. Thank you for the breath. Thank you for the food. Thank you for everything. A heart of gratitude. So now take a deep breath. Just release that residual air through your mouth. You can do it one more time. Deep breath in, breath out. Relax. And now when we have reached this space, a space where the mind and heart is clean, I think this is the time to do the Chidambara Rahasya. Because even without we have started that these stories, these very simple words, there is no magical thing in this. But yet everything is magic. Why? Because Krishna said, I am not magic for those who don't want magic. But I am all magical for all those who want to experience the magic. I am all attractive to those who are attractive. And I am the opposite of it, very repulsive to those who are repulsive. So if you feel yourself to be beautiful in this space, not by just looks, not just by the way you are, just if you feel you are beautiful in this space, smile like Krishna. Should smile like Krishna. And whomever I am able to see on my screen, I should see him smiling today. And Krishna says, those who choose to smile, I smile along with them. मुस्कुराना है तो कृष्ण की तरह मुस्कुराओ. Smile like it. I can see many. मुझे अभी ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे राधा को हर जगह कृष्ण दिखाई देते, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि पूरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर वही है. All the smiles. This is magical. If you can just hold the smile for a second or two more, your heart will start bouncing. You know what? The moment you say, oh, I am smiling like Krishna, you just say this and you see what happens. The moment you say, I'm smiling like Krishna, and then you stop and look at your heart, it will as if he is appearing from there. And he says, yes, 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 exactly correct. That's how it is. It is me. So now I believe like the veranda of the heart has been cleaned and well cleansed. And with this well cleansing, I believe like now, somewhere or other, sometime or other, when we have also gone into that space, we come to a realization, we come to a space where we also should realize that it is so simple. And if ego drive has ever appeared, now I know that and I come out of it. It is not the anger of Radha. This is not just the ego of Radha. This was actually my story. ये तो मेरी कहानी है. And if this is my story, I choose to come out of it. Because now I realize that Krishna becomes whatever I want. And when I say Krishna becomes whatever I want, he is ready to become that. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I carry the weight of those who are ready to give their weight upon my shoulders. जो मुझे अपना भार देने को तैयार हैं, मैं उनका भार लेने को तैयार. योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. So in this moment, take a time to give away all that to him. भार लेके कितना दिन चलोगे? Because he only said, no, whatever you want, I will become that. So why not that? In this moment, I become free of everything. Ye le. Literally take it and give it to him. Le. You take it, you go. Keep your word now. Apna, whatever you have promised, it's now for you to keep. My thing is to just give it away. Ye le. Go. And literally, if you do that, if you really bring it out something from your shoulder with your physical hands also, just put it out and put it there. You will see how you feel in that moment. कोशिश करके देखो. अपने दोनों हाथों से मानो जैसे कंधे के ऊपर कुछ है, उसको उठा दो और वहां उसके सामने रख दो. एटलीस्ट 10 किलो कम हो जाएगा कंधे के ऊपर से. एटलीस्ट 10 kilos will just vanish somewhere. And that very moment you will realize whether he is ready to take it or not. और इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं, कोई और भार क्यों, पूरा जीवन का भार ही तुझे दे देता हूं. मेरा आधार ही तुझे दे देता हूं. My beginning, my end, my life. I just give it away. And in this moment when I give this away, I become free of everything. I am drama free. I am ego free. I am words. I'm just free of words even to speak. मैं अपने शब्द से भी मुक्त हूं. I am complaint free. I am tragic free. And more and ultimately, I am even free from this cycle of death and birth. All yours. So now you can open your eyes. So I need 5 hands raised up for chanting the mantra. Now that would go to another realm. अब जिस तरीके का फील्ड तैयार हुआ है, the Chidambaram Rahasya would go to another level, I believe. So you all must be remembering the mantra by now, right? So who all want to chant, please raise your hands. I need just 5 people. The same first mantra. Because when I see like people are busy in their lives and not able to do it, I find like Sunday is a good place until I teach you all the 7. Deepika ji, no, you can skip it. Although there is nothing as a strict rule to that because it's speaking about nothingness. Yet, certainly sometimes, let us just skip it because it might just have the fire element very high. Okay. So what is the mantra? Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva, Sada Shiva. That's the mantra, right? So all of you who are sitting on the chair, please cross your legs. Keep your hands in your lap, palm facing towards the roof or the sky. So, no, Deepika, you can hear that, no problem. There's nothing wrong in listening to it. So, no one is going to chant the mantra. I can do that. The only thing is I have a little cough. So, any helping hands? Okay, so Sumaji is there. Okay, so raise the virtual hand so that I can see actually. Anyway, virtual hand, sorry. Okay. So one person is there. Where are others? No one else want to chant that? इतना मुश्किल भी तो नहीं था ना? आभा जी हाथ उठाओ. सुधा जी, आभा जी, okay. And who else? रत्ना जी, good. 4 हो गए और एक चाहिए. राजन जी. So Rajan ji, please raise your hand. Okay. Okay. So Hari bhai, let us begin with Rajan ji then. Yeah, Deepika ji, if somebody wants to reach to that heart chakra, then I need one more, or else 5 is also enough for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When people are not able to complete the cycle, how to reach to the heart? Chalo, Rajan ji, please unmute. So what is the count? कितना कितना करना है?
25.
कितना है?
25.
नहीं.
51, sorry. 51.
51. 51 into 5 places. So apart from Rajan ji, we have 5 more. So the final one, we will do the heart chakra as well. Okay. So Rajan ji, आपको शुरुआत करना है.
कर रहा हूं.
ब्रह्मरंध्र से. So all of you will be focusing on the tip of your, like top of your head. If you want to create that sensation, you can just tap it around there so that you know where to focus on. किस जगह पे आपको ध्यान रखना है, उसको अगर 2-4 बार ऐसे टैप कर दोगे, so it becomes a reference point for you. Okay. So again, just to remind, top one, 51 on the top of the head, 51 times. Left shoulder, 51. Left knee, 51. Right knee, 51. Right shoulder, 51. Then the final one will be on the heart chakra. So Rajan ji,
Okay.
you can please start. I believe like everyone is ready. Please keep your palms upwards, open in your lap. Sit straight and let's begin.
Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिवा शिवा सदा शिवम। Completed. Sir.
Yeah. So next, Sumaji, please focus on the left shoulder.
ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम।
नेक्स्ट सुधा जी।
ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम। Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam.
Thank you. Ratna ji.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam.
ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम्.
Thank you. Abhaji.
ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर शिव शिव सदा शिवम् Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam.
Okay, Aditi ji. Please unmute. Now you will be focusing on the heart. Okay.
Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Sada Shivam. Om Namah
Aditi ji,
Shivaya.
Aditi ji, the chant is going wrong. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shiva. Start
Sorry.
again. Again start.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Sada Shivam.
Thank you. Sajagaru, like all the steps are completed in that. And Haribhai, if you can just check, like some other thing is going on the screen, like is the old recording going on the screen? Okay. Chalo. So again, as I said, continue practicing this. And at the same time, how many of you are doing that 10 minutes practice? Okay, good. So 10 minutes of nothing else but just being that, its presence. Okay. So please continue with that. And as I said, this was not a kind of a regular satsang that we do. It's kind of a very subtle that just came out from nowhere, and I believe like still you can feel that serenity and that balance within all of you. So please try to carry it as long as you can. So see you all again on Wednesday with your questions, and we'll seek further. So here I would like to stop the session right now. So meet you all soon. Till then, Aham Brahmasmi.